Hello YouTube, Mega36, bringing you the proper deck profile. This will be part 2 of the bit with the first game with our previous opponent on my Hieratic decks. This is what I think is going to be the new meta. I mean, it's not going to get any support, but I gotta admit, this deck is really meta. I mean, it doesn't take too many cards to set up a combo. I mean, Sue is pretty much your go-to MST. Yeah, that's one thing you didn't notice with the deck. We don't have MST. Hieratic Dragon Sue is our MST. And not just an MST, a blow up anything card on the field. Hieratic Sandrag, Overlord of Helios. I don't really know how to pronounce that, so I didn't see no I. If there is, well then I'm blind and this card art is just terrible. Anyways, once per turn you can attach one extra material from this card and tribute any number of monsters from your hand, field, and minimum is 1, then destroy equivalent number of cards on the field. So it doesn't limit it to spells and traps, it does monsters, spells, and traps. And it doesn't limit it to hieratic dragons. So it makes it pretty damn good. And we got another card that we have in this deck. Dragordo or Dragard, depending, this is just, yeah, its name may differentiate from OCG and TCG. I play mainly on devpro, but I don't record on devpro because it lags too much to do it live, and to even do a voiceover, post-commentate, and anything that I do on that just lags like shit because this computer just sucks ass. So if you do want a game and you want to Skype me as well, it's traps to 3, and this one, I've forgotten exactly what my name is for most things. I also do play Need for Speed World, Phoenix 909, but I probably spelt that wrong, so I'll probably put a proper thing for all my other games that I play for you guys to go and join in addition to that. So Skype Travis 3 on my page. If you additionally want to go and see what's happening with my channel, I'd recommend you go to Omega 3006 Gaming Central right here. Pretty simple. It's just to support my channel and get the updates on what's going to happen and what I plan to do. So if you're on Facebook, it's good to like the page. You'll be kept posted on what's happening. Now we get that. I've got myself a little bit of a distraction. Now let's go into the main combos of the damn deck. See, Dragrad. This card is a combo in itself. If you have one other card, so you only need Dragard and Hieratic Dragon of Tefnut, because it's very often you'll have an empty field and you'll need cards in your hand. And if you have Dragard plus Tefnut, you can Tefnut, special summon, then summon Dragard. Dragard will bring back one of the Hieratic Seal Sun Dragon Overlords, the giant shine balls as some people will call them. Or well, when I think about it, I think this is just a really weird version of Mega Ultra Chicken. No, I'm just fucking with you. I mean, Winged Dragon of Ra. In other words, a Winged Dragon of Ra without the weird painty symbol there and the metal bits. Anyways, it's that. That's what I think this card art resembles, but yeah, that's the key combination. Hieratic Seal, the Sun Dragon Overlord, engrave. Dragard and Hieratic Tefnut is a setup for this base endgame combo. And if you have a lot of other Hieratics in your hand, you can set up OTK at this point. Well, I'll go through how that works. So, first you special summon this card, then you summon Dragard. Dragard special summons Hieratic Dragon Overlord. Now what am I supposed to do with a level 8, 6, and a 4? Well, this is what you're going to do. You're going to activate the effect of Dragard to tribute the Hieratic Dragon of Tefnut, and then special out a freaking Hieratic Sealer Sun Dragon Overlord. And then if you have other Hieratics like Gebeb, Asset, Su, things like that, etc., you're going to go into Hieratic Dragon Sun, the Hieratic Sun Dragon Overlord of Helios. Now, what you're going to do is detach, then tribute any cards from your number of field or hand. So then you'll just basically, okay, what do I want to blow up? Okay, I think I want to blow up his, let's blow up his monsters, because he doesn't have back row. Boom, boom, boom. And for each one of Asset, Su, Tefnut, Gebeb you destroy by that card's effect or tribute in this count, you will get additional special summons. So you got the Asset, okay, you got the Su, and you got a Gebeb and a Tefnut. in your hand somehow. So you can open up super fucking broken. Like, I've opened up once, it was really broken. I had Dragrod, then I had Hieratic Dragon of Gebeb, then I had this guy, and this guy, and basically a Hieratic Seal of Convocation. What you end up doing with the hand that you end up getting is you quickly summon out Gebeb, then you tribute it with Sue, then you've got Sue's effect, then you can tribute out another card, bring out this bastard, and if you kept the Tefnut and Dragorat, and then you have like any other couple of cards that I didn't mention from the S set and the others, you have that to go and special summon out level 6s, such as the Cursed Dragon and this. So it depends on what your personal taste is with the XZ monsters. Me, I went pretty heavy on the level 6s, like the 3 Hieratic King Dragon of Atum. This can really get some OTKs going, but it really does make a bit of an issue because you can only do this once per turn. So he makes them pretty irrelevant. If you could get 2 of these, or you can activate, well, not really 2 of these, but if you could get his effect twice, you really have OTK game at that point. Because then you could special out another, so you like special summon out 2 Cursed Dragons, or another, well, basically you could get out 2 What-tailed Dragons, and bam! Oh, so you've got another one of these damn things, or you've got, yeah, and you can just like Gaia Charger over this card. So, in other words, for Hieratic Dragon, you could activate its effect more than once per turn. It would be ultra broken. It would be the ultimate most broken combo ever, because, but the problem is, how do I put this? You'd have so much special summon and field swarming as its archetype, you could easily be countered by any traps. Like, I don't know, Solemn Warning once you go over it with the damn Gaia Dragon the Thunder Charger, which is standard in this deck. If you really want to, it's like the Pierce card. Whatever the fuck you're running, if you've got 5 and 6 out in the field and they're about to die, like, same for example, Tiras. When Tiras is run out of effects and it's gonna kill itself, you have Gaia Charger to go over. Zenmaeth, basically to blow up set cards, and when this card's now useless, you use this damn thing and OTK with it. And you get the general idea of it. Just summon out something else and overlay it with this on top. It really works as a good combo for piercing. Now that we've gotten through the main combos of how this deck actually works, as you'll probably see when I upload the other video, but I'm going to upload the deck list first as part 1. Will I do it part 2? Anyways, now's not time to decide that on camera. Now, you have the 3 Hieratic Seal of Supremacies and 3 Hieratic Seal of Convocations. You cannot, it's like the search of the deck. This is like the special summon, so you don't have to use your normal summon. So, in other words, if you manage to you abuse this card, the Hieratic Seal of Supremacy, like the combo I mentioned before, the Gebeb, the Double Sue, the Tefnut, the Asset, the Dragard, and this card. Wait, how many is that? Gebeb, Sue, Tefnut, Asset, Dragard. Shit. Yeah, that's 6. Maybe it's 7. Anyways, maybe you don't need the double Sue part of it, but you know what? You won't need the double Sue part of it because you've actually got the Hieratic Seal of Supremacy. So that's generally how that play can work out. And so okay, I'm going to special summon Gebeb. Then you're going to special summon this card over the Gebeb. Then you got that. Then you can tribute something else and go over it. Or you could tribute summon over the empty Sue that's useless for an S set, and then you can target 1 level, and everyone can become that level, and you can just spam the field with one type of level. Like my favorite card to spam the field with is actually Gauntlet Launcher. Or if I want to be Trolley, if I can double Hieratic King of Atum, then I end up special summoning these specific cards. I would special summon the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, because then I can get an extra summon out of the grave. But the problem is he's level 10, so he's fucking useless. I mean, if he was level 8 or level 5, level 6, he'd probably be more of an effective card in the deck. But he's not for other than for one reason. Special summoning another card. So you special summon out this fucker, and you've got another one that specials out another fucker. Then this special summons one of the fuckers from your graveyard that matches level that other fucker. And then you basically put those 2 fuckers together, And then you've got two atoms that can't attack. Oh, it doesn't matter. Gaia Charger over it for a 26-26, the same attack as most of the level 6 exceeds. Not level 6, rank 6. And you've got a shitload of power there, plus double pierce. And you've got either another level 6 or a level 5. So you could have picked Tyrus if the back row was an issue, or if you think it was just attack back row. Zenmaeth. If you had no fear, you could just go in, hey, let's just be a bitch, and yeah, once per turn we're going to go and get a direct hit, so we can just like, I bet they have a Marshmallow face down and no back row, and you've managed to go out a Shark Fortress and 2 Gaia Dragon charges, allow 1 Gaia Dragon charger to attack twice, Marshmallow, boom, boom, boom. And if you've got any damage beforehand, like a 900 damage, that's fucking game. Game straight. Just to be sure, I gotta check out exactly how much Marshmallow is. That's if I spell it right. Marshmallow 500. So you got 21, 21, and 21. So that's 6,300. Yeah, 6,300. And so what does that need more? 1,700 damage. And if you wanted to be a bigger bitch, well, the opponent cannot do anything because he's sitting on a bloody marshmallow. And, well, how is that going to help him if he's sitting on a marshmallow and there's no back row? See what I mean? Why this deck is thing? It's a great OTK deck, and that's practically the point of the deck. Its versatility and its destruction is what makes it very fearful. And the fact is you only need a few cards to set up an OTK combo, and if you've got extra cards in hand, so it's like you can put them in a lock in your second turn. So this is like a second turn start deck. This never really goes well first. That's one thing I found out with this testing. And yeah, as I mentioned, the main support arcs, the Supremacy Seal and the Convocation Seal. And then you got your Darkhold, your Swords of Revealing Light for store. And then just in case they get a big eye and you're playing against Dragon Rulers, you really want to take that big eye before they fuck you up. So it's like, oh, we're going to big eye your Hieratic Seal of Convocation. Oh, let's just be an asshole. Summon Dragard. Special summon the Sun Dragon of Overlord. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take control of you. You're gonna, yeah, anyways, if he's only got 1 monster. Well, he has 2. He either has to give you Big Eye or is your Heliopolis back. And if you've done this in the first turn, he'll choose between... Wait a minute, he won't give you your Big Eye because then you got that back. Instead, what he'll make you do is it'll imply... Well, yeah, what I mean is, by that point you would have this in the grave, and you may have been able to hold onto this, and you have Hail onto this. So that's like a combo against a Dragon Rule or Big Eye. So if you're playing against Harpies and they've taken your monster and it was Heliopolis, they blew up most of your field and you have the Tefnut in hand, we got the Dragard. Yeah, the opponent's practically fucked because then we've got a level 8 card ready to go. Straight off the bat. And a lot of the times, you'll end up picking this card. Giving Puppet of Strings blows everything up during your opponent's next end phase and inflicts damage. So if they take control of this card, well, yeah, that's kind of an issue. That's why you might want to run more of the Sun Dragon Heliopolis, but point taken, you might want to change the extra deck a little bit. But the standards in this extra deck are Photon Strike Bouncer, 3 of Hieratic Dragon King Atum, and 3 Gaia Charger Thunder. Those are your staples. Apart from that, and probably 2 Hieratic Seal and Dragon of Heliopolis. Then you have your other cards. Maybe I don't need this many Gauntlet launchers, but I love the fact that I've got the ability to just pop 2 monsters whenever I need. And I like the fact that I got the ability to pop 2 back over Zenmaeth and Tyrus. Tyrus is just Tyrus. I have rarely actually played into Tyrus. I've mainly played into Tyrus against, what was it, Ghost Trick decks and Zombie and Plant decks. Those are the cards I normally play against that. But when you think about it, you might want to have more of an anti-dragon meta because that's really an issue. Especially if they end up making a normal tuner card that is less than 1,500 attack points, level 1, for every attribute of the Dragon Rulers. Then Dragon Ruler level 8 Synchro Assault Mode will be so meta, it will sack everyone. Konami, you better not watch this, because if you make that damn cards, if you make a Dragon Tuner level 1 with less than 1500 attack for every single element in the Dragon Ruler, fire, water, wind, and earth, no one will beat Dragon Rulers ever. Literally. Because then it's abused by Dragon Rulers, and it'll just ruin everything. Anyways, back onto that. So that just takes out from... That's just a variant. I do like the assault build. There was not been much easy for assault because there's no instant search for, you know, tuners at a level 4. So you could run like a level 4 warrior deck based on making your assault modes really quick. Well, you kind of want to get a card that can add it instantly. So that's why people like Farfetch'd and Tanky, so you can add, what card would it be called? Assault Beast, whichever one that gets you your Assault mode activate straight to hand. If there was another card that allowed you to do the same thing like another tuner that isn't Fire Fist monsters, that has no limitation on its synchros, it would make its own deck. It would then be its own level 8 XZ deck, and it would be awesome. Just a suggestion. I don't know if it'll happen, but I hope it does. Because then it can make it more interesting. The more search that we get for most of the cards, it can make the assault modes more viable. And you probably stare at this long enough from my explanations. You already know they got the Mirror Force, the Double Prison, we've got the Double Dark Bribe, we've got the Torrential, and we've got this. Because we do have a bit more monsters than we should. We have 3 more monsters than we should. And because of that, we took out 3 cards. So we took out 1 extra spell, and we took out 2 traps. The staple 8 is normally these cards you see here. Maybe you don't want to have to run Dark Bribe, maybe that's something you might want to change, but that's generally how the deck rolls. To be OTKing and destruction, you do not need your MST, your Sue, and your Hieratic Sun Dragon Overlord of Heliopolis is your MSTs. Anyways, it is optimizable. I do recommend having at least 1 Felgrand and probably, maybe not the gimmick puppet of strings, maybe another Hieratic Sun Dragon Overlord. I would recommend it would just make the whole deck a lot better. And if you want to run fusion support in this, you know, that's actually quite possible because you do tribute and you do special summon quite a lot. I guess you can run Forbidden God Dragon with this deck. I wouldn't recommend it, but guess it doesn't really matter considering all the Gebebs can special summon from hand, graveyard, deck. Every card. Okay, let's look at Esset as soon as it loads. Okay, Esset. There we go, clicked on it. Now, hand, deck, graveyard. So if Future Fusion came back, this deck would be super viable because then everyone would just send their vanillas to the grave. I mean, it'd be perfect grave setup for the Tefnut, Dragod, and yeah, basically Dragard Tefnut combo. Because at that point, you would have just sent these Sun Dragon Heliopolises, then you would have just sent 1 of each, and then, yeah, pretty much you would have just sent 5 of these cards of the vanillas. Boom, 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 boom. And if you wanted to be a prick, you could just like, let's just total Dragon's Mirror. No, they stopped that. Okay, that doesn't matter because I don't give 2 fucks. So pretty much this deck has got a lot of optimization, and if Future Fusion does come back, this deck will be very, very, very viable in every possible way. It won't have any issues. In fact, it'll probably be stronger than Dragon Rulers. Even though Dragon Rulers have got a bit of a hit from their little deck, well, the little monsters of the deck, I still think they're a very viable deck that can really win. Anyways, please do check out Mega 36 Gaming Central Facebook page for more updates on my latest channel work and a new series that I might try out. And also, if you want to go duel me on Duel Network when I'm on, I'll let you know on this page. In addition to that, you can also message me on Skype, trust the free, and add me that way. I don't mind. Just to connect, it's all G. Now you've had the watching of this. Hope you had fun. Hope this helps you build your Hieratic deck, and I hope this at least gives you something to compete against the damn threat of Dragon Rulers. Don't we all hate them? Anyways, Omega 36 signing off.